You want to sit there? Back down? Here, I'll crouch down.
Hello. Oh wow, this is loud. Hi, my name is Donato, and I'm one of the directors of the Miami Electric Vehicle Project. Our project is a little different. It's an art project that is dedicated to creating the living art of change. We're trying to create change in for the situation that we're in right now, the environmental, energy, and social crisis that we're facing, to create an awareness in the possible solution of electric vehicles. Website is miamiEVproject.com, and I'm going to tell you what this thing is all about now. Well, we all know that I'm pretty much the token green guy that speaks in pretty much every public event right now. What we're trying to create here is awareness, and our mission is to make people understand that electric vehicles are something very possible, very easy, very simple, and actually better. This is a sunset in Shanghai. The sun is not setting at the horizon, it's setting at the smog line. So you need about 1 more hour for actual real sunset. Shanghai one day, I guess, was sunny like here, but if we keep doing things as we are, we may end up with this type of sunny Florida. So one of the things that contributes to this is the cars that we drive. And we pick cars because that is something that is very real for us. We all drive a car, or most of us drive a car. Cars pollute when they're running, and cars pollute when they're not. This is where your car ends up being. If you look at this picture closely, you're going to see that most cars are from the 90s in this picture. So we got 10-year-old cars that are going to garbage. So there's something wrong that makes them not last. And what it is that they're very complicated. A lot of parts that break down, and people just, they can buy another one. So that's what they do. They pollute while running, and they pollute while not running. And maintenance is another issue. It creates a lot of garbage, and it throws a lot of very toxic fluids in the environment. Also, it is very expensive to drive a gasoline car, and if you bought an SUV last year, you may end up like this guy here, who has his SUV parked behind him. So gasoline cars now are expensive to ride. Electric cars are not, and we'll explain that in a second. The big deal here is that we are controlled and forced to buy a product that we can't really have any control over the price of it. No matter how much you buy, it doesn't get any cheaper. Electric cars are nothing new. If you've ever seen this movie, Who Killed the Electric Car? It's a documentary about how in 1996, California said, if you want to sell cars in my state, you better make an electric car, pretty much. And within a year, all the car companies had an electric car, ready to go. You can only lease them, so at the end of the lease, they took it back and they compacted them all after they vetoed that law. So right now, no law, so right now, no electric cars. So what are we going to do? Like Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world, right? So I want an electric car, I'm going to make it. This is the difference in energy efficiency. A gasoline engine is 14% efficient. This is if you drive a really efficient car, versus a 90% efficient electric engine. This means 14% of your dollar goes to moving the wheels of your car. The rest goes to heat up the atmosphere. That's why your car runs real hot. Electric cars are different. So you're looking at about 18 cents per mile here, versus 3 cents per mile in an electric car, because the money that you put in goes to moving your car. So energy efficiency is a big thing. If you change your light bulb, this is what you should be doing with your car, change your car. This is our specimen. It's a 93 Volkswagen Golf, donated by my co-director, Danny Alva, who's there with the camera, and the Buck Push shirt. He now drives a Porsche, so he doesn't need that anymore. So we're going to recycle this car and make it into an art project. So we start from this. This is our raw material for our art project, and hopefully it'll look much nicer at the end of this, and also be much cleaner. We have a big plans for this. So how are we going to do this? First thing we're going to do is we're going to recycle this car. We're going to take it from what it is, and we're going to make it electric from electric batteries. And we're going to create a blog and a documentary that is going to show exactly how we did it. So if you want to, you can make your own, instead of waiting for someday getting a Chevy Bolt or some electric car, which then they may take away from you. So that's how we're going to create change. Now, our big issue is that we don't have money. So that's why I'm here tonight. But this is the big missing part in the equation. So we need about $18,000 to make it good. Now, the Miami Beat project is going to be at the Green Art Fair Miami 2008. This is going to be the first green event. I think there's another one, but this is going to be a whole city block with a big tent that's going to have only green art pieces, documentaries, and educational lectures. So we're actually going to wrap the car in an art piece, like you've seen the commercials wrapped around the car. We're actually going to put a nice painting, which we have a contest open, so if you want to be part of it, you want to get your art piece around the car, we're open. And we're also designing the interior of the car with eco-friendly materials. So if anybody's an interior designer and wants to contribute. So if you want more info or more donations, you go to www.miamiEVproject.com. Our blog is up, and you can see what we're doing right now, and you can follow us through the process. Our deadline is in December. And if you have any questions, contact at miamiEVproject.com. So if either you're a rich person or a very generous person or have a friend that wants to donate, we would really like to meet you. And, but really, thank you very much for your time.
Hello. My name is Joey.